Lockdown Sing-Song. It's day 53 and we're counting up to day 60, which will be the last one, which won't be long now. But you'd never think there was a lockdown going on around here because of the amount of cars, vans, trucks and jeeps passing by the window. I hope you won't be too disturbed by the sounds because the window is just there. Anyway, today's song is now I know nobody is working these days apart from the frontline people and the food production people and the guards, but there'll come a day where you'll be longing for an excuse not to go to work, and there's no better excuse than the one supplied in this song. I've never sung it before in my life. In fact, it's from the repertoire of my brother Richard, and he does a great job on it, and I'm not trying to steal it. The only reason I'm doing it today is it comes in especially as a request from a great friend of mine over in Palma, Mallorca. Her name is Christina Garrido, and I think she's tuned in over there. Christina, how you doing? Christina came to Sligo around the same time as me in 1991, and we were the last year of the All-Ireland Fleadh, and the two of us couldn't believe our luck landing in this town with music coming out its ears in all directions. And meeting her that time was the start of a great friendship that has lasted all these years, and has it kind of started a chain of events that I wouldn't swap for the world. For instance, Dervish's relationship with Palma, Mallorca, a wee bar called Lorien over there off one of the side streets, and an album called Live in Palma that we recorded in 1997. We got the album out of it. We got several great friends. I got a brother-in-law, Philippe Carbonell, married to my sister Rose, with two lovely daughters, and lifelong friendship, as I said. And Christina would come to Roscommon with me, and there'd be Manny's the Sing Song up in my house. So she heard this song, my brother sang it, and I remember her hearing it. She couldn't, she nearly had to be peeled off the floor with the laughing. I hope it's still as humorous after all this time has passed. I know Richard does it far more justice than I'll ever do. It was written by Pat Cooksey, and it comes under many different titles. You might have heard it under the title Why Paddy's Not at Work Today, the Bricklayer Song, Dear Boss, Paddy and the Barrel, and Murphy and the Bricks. So you might know it under any of those titles. So for Christina Garrido, also for Kerry Forrest and Susan out in Asheville, North Carolina, Mick Daly down in Cork. This reminds him of Seamus Cray, God bless him, and Ryan McKay and Susie Spallin, who were quick to tell me this is Richard's song, and it is Richard's song. It'll always be Richard's song. But for today, for lockdown number 53, we'll give it a go. John, how are you doing in Davenport? David in Michigan, Wendy, Tina, Tim Dennehy down in Milltown Malbay, Bob out in St. Louis. Thanks for joining me. Here is the sick note, your excuse when it is time to go back to work. This would be the best excuse you can give. So, dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight. For at the time of writing I am not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, my face a deathly grey. And I write this note to say why Paddy's not at work today. Whilst working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. To throw them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, the bloody awkward sod. He said I had to cart them down the ladder in me hat. Now clearing all these bricks by hand was oh so very slow. So I hoisted up the barrel and secured the rope below. But in my haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. And so when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket till to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke my shoulder blade as to the ground it sped, and when I reached the top I banged the pulley with me head. I clung on tightly, no much shock from this almighty blow, and the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then out with the barrel and so started down once more. So clinging tightly to the rope, my body racked with pain. When halfway down, I met the bloody barrel once again. The force of this collision halfway up the office block caused multiple abrasions and a nasty state of shock. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I fell towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks that were all scattered round. I lay there groaning on the ground, I thought I'd passed the worst, but the barrel hit the pulley wheel and then the bottom burst. A shower of bricks rained over me, I hadn't got a hope. As I lay there bleeding on the ground, I let grow the bloody rope. The barrel then been heavier, then started down once more, and landed right across me as I lay upon the floor. I broke 3 ribs in my left arm, and I can only say that I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today. There you go. There's an excuse if ever I heard one. See you tomorrow. It's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not so sure. Well, let's see. It's going to be Tuesday. It's going to be the 12th of May tomorrow, and it's going to be day 54. And I think I might go to Australia, or the talk of Australia for tomorrow's song. So tune in tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the Lockdown Sing-Song on its wind down to day 60, which will be the last one. So take care of yourselves. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Bye.